Hello guys. Hey, do you guys remember, gosh, I don't even know how long ago it's been now. I'm thinking it's been a couple years ago when I had that bad blowout. In fact, I did a video on it called My Biggest Blowout Ever. I don't know if you remember that or not. I'll put the code or whatever you call it down here in the caption or URL or whatever you call it. And I'll look it up and put it down there so you can go look at it, because it was life-threatening. Had I been in the wrong place or I went the wrong way, I'll show you why in a minute. Anyway, this is Bradford Repair. This is one half of it. It was at the time it was a one piece, you know, and it did have that crack in the center, but I ignored it. And when I started whirling it up, it split and made all kinds of fun. It knocked down all my lights above. It was really something else. I'm telling you, it knocked all these lights you're looking at here, it knocked them all down. They were all hanging. And see right here where one piece went, where'd it go? There it is, I labeled it ouch. Actually knocked a hole in the wall. I mean, had that hit me and I'd been standing in the line of fire, which luckily I wasn't. I'd make a habit of not doing it. Anyway, to get to the point, you can look at that if you like. It's enjoyable. Best be sitting down though. Anyway, to get to the point, I'm gonna make something out of this. I have absolutely, where'd it go? I have absolutely no idea what I'm gonna make out of it. But the first thing I'm gonna do is just take and clean it up. I'm gonna take, I'm gonna cut this off, and over here on this other side, this is where it come apart right here. I should have seen that. Hold on a minute. I should have seen that, but I didn't. All of this rod in here, it was tight, but I didn't notice. This is all right. Oops, where we go? This is all that held it together, right there. And it come apart, and it's pretty heavy. So anyway, I'm gonna slice that off and that off, and this right here. What I'm thinking is I might come in here and make a vase. I don't know yet. Anyway, we're gonna do all that, and then I'll get back with you. Catch you later. Well, in all my infinite wisdom, it's been too long, I wasn't thinking about it, but the face plate used to sit right here between the two, and when it came off, it left screws. Where'd it go? You see that right there? See that screw? That's my saw mark a while ago, right dead center on it. And believe it or not, I put that blade on yesterday, and they're like 31, 32 bucks a piece. I don't know how bad it is, but it didn't do it no good, because it took me a second or two to realize what it was. Anyway, I'm gonna get the drill out and drill some holes around that and get it out of there and cut the rest of that and see if I can cut it. Luckily I got another blade. So anyway, let me get that done and I'll see you later. Alright, just for those who don't know how to do this, it's nothing to it. You just take where the screw is and drill 4 holes, one on each side up close to it, with where to go, pretty good sized drill bit. That's a Forester bit. And then you just take a small wood chisel and clean out around it. And then, let's see if I can get this figured out here. Should have put it on a tripod. Then you take a pair of vice grips. Alright. Now maybe we can turn it now. There you go. And there it is. Well, after putting on another bandsaw blade, which I do not like, I guess the lesson is, don't buy the cheapest one, because this one obviously got some place in it that every time it goes around you hear this thump, 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 thump. I think it's the weld, but I've been learning not to mess with welds. So anyway, I got 2 more ordered for it, so, but I ordered the better ones this time, not the cheap ones. So anyway, this is what I ended up with after cutting out all the cracks and the rot. And it's pretty solid. It's got one crack that runs. You can see more on the other end. There you go. It's got one crack that runs right here. But that's the pith right there, and it's going to be turned out. So that ain't no great big deal, and it stops right there. So that's pretty good. This is 6 by 6 by. Dun, 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 dun. 6 by 6 by 9, so I figure that might make a nice little vase if I can turn it, because this stuff is hard as a rock. It's even harder than a rock. So the first thing I'm going to do, the first thing I already did, was I marked the center, and basically I sort of rough marked them. I just, that's 6 inches, so I take 3, and that measures a little less than 6, so I take a little less than 3, took like 2 7/8 there. And I do the same thing on the other end, because it's not critical. I like to cut the corners off anyway. But as usual, in case some of you guys have never watched my videos before, I do things a little different than I guess anybody else I've ever seen. Seems like I saw this technique somewhere once. Maybe where I picked it up, I don't know. Long ago. And what I do, let me get it, and I do something similar on both ends, because I have been burned with turning on centers before. I'm not a real fan of it. But anyway, what I'm going to do is take a 1-inch Forster bit and make me a hole that this fits in right in there up to about here. That way, there's no way, and you know what, it's going to come out unless this whole thing deteriorates. Now, this may be easier said than done. It's pretty good. Right there. Okay, what I do is I always go to the depth of the head of the Forster bit. See, now this will go right here like that, and I mean, when it's on, it's on. You're there, you're there. And on the other end, what I do is I switch this bad boy out. It's probably too hot to touch. And I will sew that behind it wide center. Also has a place to rest into rather than relying on just this point. Duh. I looked at that and I said, well, that don't look right. This thing is probably too dull. It probably won't even cut a hole. We're going to have to switch it out. Let's see what we do anyway here. All right. What we got? Where'd it go? And you see, that bad boy's going to sit right there like that. So what you got is, you're in jail, even if it gets a little loose on you. All right, well, I got it on here. Well, I've got a feeling it's going to be no fun, because it is some hard stuff. Sorry to add an adjective there, but I don't see that solves any purpose. So what I'm going to make a pot belly vase. Pot belly short vase. Which means I'm going to come in here and out here and then in pretty deep and then up here like this to like a gooseneck on it, Now the thing I'm concerned about is right there. I think I can get past that. And of course I know I can get past it way up here. It worries me just a little, but not much. I'm gonna put a little bit of Starbond super thin CA in it. I don't know if it'll help, but it'll make me feel better. Never get it to go in a hole. I know I don't need it way up here, but I'm. You know, main reason here that I'm doing this is not to preserve the crack as much as it is to keep it from flying off in a chunk toward me or somebody else. I don't guess there'll be nobody else here, will there? So that's the main reason I'm doing this. You know, a lot of times you see me putting CA in a crack and you say, why is he putting that in there? He's going to turn it off. Well, that's not the reason I'm putting it in there, my friends. The reason I'm putting it in there is because I don't want to get hurt. I don't like getting hurt. So I'm going to start. I believe this thing will turn $1,000. Let's check it out. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Is that stuff drying up yet? I don't want to be slinging no CA. Hold on. Yeah, it should be with that accelerator. I'll stand over here anyway. Because I guarantee you if that CA gets on your glasses, you might as well go buy you another pair of glasses. Because it ain't coming off. Of course, having this leaf bolted down to the floor does help. And it's a heavy leaf. I mean, it's like 867 pounds. Okay, there's $1,000 right there. Seems to be doing fine. I believe I'm going to like sort of stand right about over here, just closer to give you a better view. Now that I got my face shield nice and clean, and I'll be using my beaver. Way too far out. All right, the second one's where I'm going. That tool works perfect for that. It's an old cutoff tool that I ground down to fit it to be a perfect dovetail. Stay there, don't go nowhere. I generally get them too big. Okay. We're in business there. Yep, perfect. Perfect. You might think I've done this before. All right, well, I had to switch to a different camera and I'm not used to it, so if this didn't turn out right, then it doesn't turn out right. I don't know what else to tell you. Now that we just After all these years, it gave up on me. All right, I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go ahead and shape this. I said I wouldn't, but I think I will. Probably going to turn this down a little bit more and fix that crack from up here, because it's obviously deeper than what I wanted. So we'll see. Well, it would probably be better to fix it right now before I turn it off, wouldn't it? Duh. Let me get some fixing. All right, what I'm going to use here, I call it, in fact, I'll label it super fine crack fixer. And what it is, if you've got a dust collector, you've got this cloth sack on it, you know, it's like a filter, you know, for even whatever filter. And all this sort of sticks to the wall on the inside, so when you clean it, if you'll rake that wall and save all that, this is what you get. And it is super fine, and it will go deep into cracks, and it turns a little dark, but what I've found is, you know, you can put the same kind of wood in there all day long and you'll still see it, so it doesn't really matter. So let's go ahead and put just a little bit of this in here, and you'll see what I'm talking about, how well it goes in. And see, this also lets you, like that right there, it'll let you fix all of that. I'm going to be cutting this down right here, but I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of stuff on it. Like so. And then I'm going to come in here with some Starbond super fine. You know, as long as I've been doing this, I still learn things. Like right here, put my finger under it, keeps you from touching that end to it, so you don't pick up crap all over the end of your stuff. Now you have to be careful and not put too much on your finger. There you go. Well, this one looks dull too, so I gotta sharpen it, be back. Okay, well, that cutter right there, it had a big old chip out of it, so I threw it away and got a new one. We'll see if it makes any difference here. Try to bowl gouge on here just a little. Well, there's something about this bowl I just plain don't like, or vase rather. I mean, something about it I just don't like. You know, it's just sort of like too damn plain Jane. I don't know what it is, so I'm trying to torch it a little bit. That ain't turning out too great either. I don't know. I just don't know. Sorry, guys. I wish I did, but I don't. Maybe I need to get it darker and then sand it or something. I don't know. Because it's got cedar on it already, so maybe that's what's messing me up. And dried it out and made it crack a little bit. See right there? Now I gotta let it cool off. Yeah, boy. Alright. Let that cool off and I'll be back. Alright, well, here we go. I'm gonna start with 120. Yeah, no, it's a little harsh. And maybe that's too harsh. Let me back off of that a little bit. Let me see what 180 will do. Guess I'll put this here. Otherwise I might be breathing charcoal. Look better once it's got more like a walnut look, huh? This is denatured alcohol. Well, actually that might be pretty. I was sort of wanting to experiment with dyes. I was thinking about a red dye. And sand in it. I never have been too impressed. Colored gold and stuff. Alright, we have reached my favorite part. I've got the 2 coats of poly on it now. This really looks good. And now I'm going to hit it lightly with some 4-aught steel wool. And then we're going to start with the Axe paste. And I'll turn this at about $1,000. And I lay this on here like it with its own weight. I don't do any pressing whatsoever. And the idea here is just in case I got a little bit of stuff that's showing like a brush mark or something like that, just to get it out. And that's just about all I'll do right there. Oh God, I don't touch nothing spinning, but I like that. So I sort of look at it and see if it's got any bad spots, that I need to hit. And this looks really good. So we're going to start laying the paste to it. This is Axe sanding paste. The best in the West, my friends. And I don't get too, what am I thinking about now? Too aggressive? No. I don't put a whole lot of paste on it because I feel like you need it. I've seen people just load up with paste And I really don't think you need that much. You just sort of put a coating on it. Get it all over it like that right there. Now it's got it on it. Now what I'm using here, it's well used. Probably about time to change it. It's actually air filter material, but it's like a real fine Scotch-Brite pad. So I just start nice and slow here. And I'll gradually speed it up. You can hear it grinding, and if I let go of this, it'd flip it around so quick it'd make it head spin because it's really pulling down like that. And I'll leave it on there for a little bit before I switch it, sort of let a little bit of paste is still on there. Let it work a little bit more for me. This is pretty much a no-no, but it gets any film off, and I like doing it. So I hold a towel about like so. So that if it doesn't do anything, it'll jerk it out. And it does help with the shine. And I can literally see it getting better. So, that's that. I can tell you right now, that sucker got a shine on it. Holy catfish, does it have a shine. Alright, now we're going to put some polish on it. That's just protecting it. And this is Axe Polish and Restoring Paste, and I just use my fingers. Here again, don't get like you have to put half the container on it, because you don't. There you go. Catch you later, alligator. Boy, did I screw up on my video, and had a couple of problems, and solving those problems, I just, that's where my mind was, and I didn't even think about turning the camera on. I'm not 100% sure where I left off video, and I guess I'll know when I get to editing. But as you can see now, I'm basically finished because I'm lasering my logo and stuff in the bottom of the vase. But, I went ahead and shined her up using Axe paste. Got a great shine. Used black epoxy on the inside of it, so I sealed it with epoxy, so it can, you can put water in it now if you wanted to. And I guess after that, the only thing I did that you missed was I cut the tenon off and sanded up the bottom, and that's almost it, except when I finish the bottom, I think I'm going to have to get it on the BO system to buff up the bottom, and also on the lip of the vase, it spun a little bit in my coal jaws. That's what I used, to cut the tenon off the bottom. Spun a little bit and marked it up, so I had to clean those up, and I lost my shine. So I'll have to redo that. But anyway, I'm lasering here. I got, for you guys who hadn't never seen this before, there's a computer over there, and you have to have a computer of some sort. I doubt a phone will do, but maybe it will. Who knows nowadays? But anyway, I know, anything that you could plug up a USB port to, because that's what the laser takes. Takes a USB. So that's what you'd have to have. You can't buy these anymore, unfortunately. At least I don't think you can. Maybe they're back on the market. They're from China. It's a 40-watt laser. I've had it about, I don't know, 4 years maybe. I'm burning real slow, and the reason I'm doing that is because this is Honey Locust, and it's very dry, and it's very hard. So I want to get a deep burn on it there. And then I'll finish it up. I'll put a little bit of brown something on the bottom of it to make it match the rest. And some sealer and poly and axe paste, and we'll have her done. So anyway, when I get it done, I'll do the closing with it. All right, well, I've got her all done. I'm going to just buff it up a little bit, and this thing will be done. I need new wheels, but we got what we got, my friends. I use this one for the compound and this one for wax. So I have another one, but the shaft, they don't allow you to put them far enough apart if you use all three of them. There you go. That's it. A micro cloth wiping off. Take my final pictures, and that'll be it. It's pretty, isn't it? I didn't think it'd be that pretty. A friend of mine was over here yesterday, and he really liked it. He said he really liked the weight. It's pretty heavy across the bottom, so it's going to be hard to knock over. But it looks nice. My bottom, it turned out nice. It matches, it matches the top pretty good. That was the idea. So, I guess the same old story. If you like what I like, please subscribe. Tell your friends and all that kind of stuff. Hit the bell, so every time I put out one, I don't put out them as near as frequent as I used to. It's just got so many things to do. Come cold winter, I probably will, because I'll be stuck in here all day, every day, and I won't have yards to mow. Like I told you before, I got like 7 acres I have to mow, so keeps me busy in the heat of the summer, especially when you get a lot of rain. So anyway, hey, call your mama. Catch you on the rebound. Bye-bye.